It's time for us to get caught up on some viewer mail right before the most motivational segment in all of sports. We read some letters. You know how it works. You've ever watched the show before. Dear Wildes, love the show. I loved Colin's appearance on the show yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a take on his backwards hat theory? Oh, it's one of my favorite theories from Colin. Cheers, Ryan and Brian. So Colin, he has his take for several quarterbacks.
Yeah.
He's got a lot. He rolled it out for J.J. Redick because J.J. Redick, in his podcast with LeBron, he wore a backwards hat, and Colin didn't respect it, said he looked like he was going to move a couch. So we'll quickly go around the horn.
Yeah.
Do you agree with Colin or disagree? Just say agree or disagree. I somewhat agree with Colin.
He's, of course, right in spirit.
Okay?
Yes.
Greg?
I disagree.
Disagree. Brew?
Disagree.
Okay. Well, oh, bro.
That's the way you wear the hat.
Notice
Lean back, front side, forward.
Looks good forwards or backwards.
Yeah.
Hat Emporium. Everybody wins.
This is really good.
I see you, bro.
All right, let's get into it. Number 3, Tyrese Haliburton.
Oh,
yeah.
What's going on? Like 3-4 months ago, he looked like he was going to be a surefire superstar. Now, I don't think I'm saying too much in wondering, is he like still a star? I mean, really? Like, he is not playing well. Yesterday, 34 points, but didn't do a ton in the second half. I know he hit a 3 at the buzzer that gave him 12 points in the, game was over, gave him 12 points in the second half. He is this team's star. You got to do it, Tyrese. Game 1, 6 points.
Yeah.
In 36 minutes, 6 points. You only took 6 field goals. You attempted 1 shot in the first half. Look, with these games being so close, if you are yourself, I don't think it's wrong to say they could be up 2-0. They could be up 2-0. And now, Tyrese, with the Knicks so banged up, who knows what's going on with Jalen Brunson? Who knows what's going on with OG Anunoby? There is no excuse for you guys not to win this series, especially if those guys are hurt. So you got to go back to Indianapolis, win these next 2 games, and you have to be the driving force. It is time, Tyrese, to shine or to shrink.
Oh.
I do believe in you, though. I like your game. All right, at number 2, my MVP, Luka Doncic. Look, no excuses. The knees banged up, the knees sprained, okay. You're still playing 42 minutes a game. I'm looking at Jalen Brunson with the sore foot coming out there playing the entire second half and playing well. I looked at Joel Embiid in the first round with the sprained knee, Bell's palsy, migraine, headaches, and playing well. Luka, this is your time because Nikola Jokic might be gone. And so if Denver loses, it's one thing to not win the West because you get beat by Denver. But if you don't win the West and you get beat by Minnesota or Oklahoma City, that is an entirely different thing because OKC is such a young team. Now get this. This is what I said is going to shock you, Alex. Okay. Luka is younger than SGA.
Are you sure?
They're both 25, but by days.
Okay.
He's like 200 days, something like that, 150,
That
200
is shocking.
days. Young. It feels like Luka is older because Luka came into the league right away and was doing damage, like right away. So I get why it feels that way. But my point is this, Luka, you're next. If it's Jokic right now, fine. But after him, you should be before Jason Tatum. You should be before SGA. You should be before Anthony Edwards. So will you seize the moment? You got a great number 2 in Kyrie Irving. You got role players who defend their tail off, and you got a little bit of shooting. So you got to go out there, get it done, sprain knee or not. Luka, I do believe in you. At number 1, we got 2 guys, Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic.
Fair.
Now, Jamal, I got to be honest, Jamal, I don't even think you should be playing tonight. I'm kind of glad you are as a fan, or not tonight, but Friday. I'm kind of glad you are as a fan because I want Denver to have his best chance to make this thing interesting. But that is incredible what you did. It's almost like you lost your mind. And I have a lot of respect for you. I love the way you carry yourself. But that is an action that makes people question your character. Like, can he just not handle adversity? Is he a spoiled brat that I'm only, happy when I win? Like, you got to come back and redeem yourself. We're a forgiving society, so you can move past this, but it's going to start with you playing well. You haven't played well, 37% shooting, 29% shooting for three. So your redemption begins in game 3. They can't win it without you, obviously. And then Jokic, look, I think Nick might be going a little bit far, but maybe not. Now you got 3 MVPs in the last 4 years. That does come with pressure. There were people talking about you being maybe a top 10 player ever if you win this championship. You obviously have a future to get things done as well, but right now is the time for you, and you need to get out there, play better tonight, get your team, keep their composure. I keep saying tonight, in game 3, Friday. Jokic, I do believe in both of y'all, just not as much against the Timberwolves, my Timberwolves.
Oh, yeah, for your team.
I like the Under Duress List. I'm going to go to the gridiron, and I'm going to go with C.J. Stroud.
Oh.
C.J. Stroud, you're my guy, man. I'm believing in you. And this is truly like motivational. Like, everyone is looking at you as, can he do it again? Will he do it again? He should do it again. The reasons why we're thinking he should do it again is because your organization, your head coach, your franchise, they're surrounding you with everything you need to have success right now. It is drawing up to look like they are saying, we have the quarterback that can get it done right now in year 2. We can strike this thing and win a Super Bowl right now in year 2. Will you live up to that hype? Will in year 2 you take the next step and become that player that we all believe you can be? I believe in you, and I know you have a little belief in yourself, probably more belief in yourself than we do. What I will question right now, and not question, I will bring up, seeing you on Micah's podcast. Seeing you all out, I feel like I'm an old man. I feel like I'm Brew right now in the cowboy hat. Like, I don't really like it. I would love for you. I know you're working. But when I hear Colts guys saying, I want him, and I don't see them saying anything or doing anything but other than working, but I see you out having fun, having a good old time. I'm not saying you can't have fun. You can't enjoy yourself. You can. But CJ, everybody's watching. You're not sneaking up on anybody this year. Go prove to the world and your teammates that you are the guy to get it done.
You don't sound like Brew. You sound like Coach Mangini.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's who you sound like.
Did Coach say that?
He don't like all that
yeah.
extracurricular stuff. But yeah, that CJ, that's a good one.
All right, I am putting someone on the list that I have ultimate faith in, that I not only fully believe in, but not to be sentimental, but that I truly love as a friend and a colleague. So it pains me to do it. Kevin Wildes, you're back on the Bud list.
I'm on the Bud list
You're
every
on-
other week.
Here's the thing.
You are Nick's pick every other week.
Brew, you can attest to this. Not everyone is built for this strong
Give me a break.
take
Where's my
life.
stats?
And Wildes, this
I'm
is
gonna get
what-
my stats.
Wildes, this is what I'm talking about. Here's the deal, America. Going on television or social media or digital media anywhere and being known for a take can be at times, as Wildes learned this week, literally stomach churning when his alleged food poisoning happened right when the Nuggets lost. And he found himself up until 3 in the morning playing Russian bots and chess, came to work the next day seemingly out of sorts, and then just missed a day. And then, as I predicted, out of nowhere, on a different topic, yelled at one of us today. It was Brew about Brock Purdy. Because you wanted the flowers from the round 1 take without the potential thorns of the rest of the postseason. And now you have found yourself out on this limb, and it is creaking beneath you. And you don't have any experience with this, not only because of the takes, but because you're a sports polygamist. You don't know what it's like to live and die with a team. You're a Yankees and a Red Sox fan, and Dodgers with Mookie Betts. You're a Patriots and a Chiefs fan. You like the Cardinals and the Vikings. You like everybody. But now, so it's not, you have no experience, but you're speed running fandom right now. You're speed running the tape gauntlet right now, and it's put you on tilt. So I'm rooting for you, buddy, because the next time we're on the air, the Nuggets might have been eliminated, and I don't know how you're going to deal with it. So you are under duress, my friend.
I like the Wolves a little bit.
Wait, what?
Remember when I was out on Ja?
It was Wolves Grizzlies, and I was rooting for Ja, and then I switched to the Wolves.
You abandoned the Wolves. They are bruised Wolves now.
I abandoned Ja for what team?
The Wolves.
And then you abandoned the Wolves for the Orlando Magic.
Yeah.
Well, frisky.
And the Rockets.
Jose
and all these
Alvarez,
And the Thunder with Chet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm in a good spot. A lot of chips on the board. All right, I'm putting Rick Carlisle on the Bud list. Craig, I don't know if you were here the day that I came up with a little saying called defense wins championships. I invented that. Took off. Chiefs ended up winning the Super Bowl. Remember, I was like, defense wins championship. Took off. I'm going to invent another phrase here. And at first, you're going to be like, what? That is literally contradictory and makes no sense. But bear with me. Less is more. Okay? Less is more. And I'll explain how it's relevant after this Rick Carlisle sound. Take a listen. Sure. So here's the thing, Rick Carlisle. He then sent, Brew, 78 or there's another report, 79 different calls that he thought were wrong to the league office. Less is, no one's going to look at 78 calls and be like, you got a point here, Rick. Send one call. Send this one push where Josh Hart pushes.
That's
it's a foul.
Haliburton in the back. That's it. That's all you got to do. Look, Haliburton got pushed. Can the refs call the game a little tighter for my guys? That's it. No one's going to look at 79 calls. Should have sent this one. Less is more. Stop complaining. And if you were going to send one, just send that.
Well done, Wild. That was good.
What do you think about less is more?
That was good.
You think that's going to be a
I've never
thing?
heard that before.
It's
So
gonna catch
I
on.
think that will catch on.
I think that way about diner
Look,
menus.
I'm with Rick Carlisle on calling out threats. He tried to be patient after game one, right? We gonna hold our tongue.
But he had him in
and
his
then
back
he did
pocket,
it right. Game two, he was like, look, I gotta call him out. I didn't agree with him going to the small market thing.
Yeah, it's
That
ridiculous.
was too far. That
OKC's
was too
the
far.
1 seed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the Knicks haven't been good for decades. And if the league was trying to make them good, that wouldn't have been the case.
Stop it. Less is more. Give it a shot at home.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.